lying, man, you're not as brave as you were at the start. Rate yourself and rake yourself and take all the courage you have left. Waste it all on fixing all the problems that you made in your own head. But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear? Tremble for yourself, man, you know that you've seen all of this before. Tremble, little lion man, you'll never settle any of your scores. Your grace is wasted and your face, your boldness stand alone among the wreck. So learn from your mother, or spend your days biting your own neck. And it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? And it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? It was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear? Where's the boom pole when you need it? You know, where's the boom pole? Wrap it around. Feel your head resting heavy on your single bed. I wanna hear all about it, get it all off your chest. I feel the tears and you're not alone. Well, I hold you, well, I won't let go. Why should we care for what they're selling us anyway? We're so younger, and you know. To be led, babe. You don't have to be scared, babe. You don't need a plan of what you wanna do. Won't you listen to the man that's loving you?
Well, hey there, everyone. It is Kristi. Is it Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday for a few more hours for me. It is the happy hour, and it is my co-host Kevin Logan. Hello, Kev Logan.
Oi, oi. What's
Kev
that,
dog. Kev. Actually, I do.
Keverino, Kevmeister.
I do have you listed as K Flo in our Facebook messenger.
Well, that's because I'm constantly spitting rhymes. As well,
and with such enunciation.
They don't call me the Black Eminem for nothing, or indeed at all.
No, I've never heard that, so that was news to me, but not really. So,
yeah. I mean, that would be both inaccurate and enormously problematic if they did.
Yes, in so many wrong ways that phrase would be wrong. And also, I wanted to just say, I noticed there is a real mommy-daddy vibe, and not so much like about like you and me, because as we were talking about, we've never met, but in the in our group.
Yeah, so it's mommy and daddy. It's exactly mommy and daddy because we don't fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's absolutely.
When I post a message announcing that we're going to have a show, I'm like, hey, everyone, join us later when we're going to do this. And then I went and I just checked Facebook to give you the link, and I looked to see what you wrote. You want to tell the people who weren't in the Facebook group how you announced that we were doing a show tonight?
I said, we're doing a show tonight, dickheads. Because,
Actually, I think you did the reverse order. Dickheads, show tonight.
Oh,
but
well,
it might have been show tonight, dickheads. But
whatever it was me being needlessly insulting to people, which
Yes.
that's kind of my calling card.
Yeah, you do that. That's kind of your bit. But
It'd be like going to see Bon Jovi and they didn't do Living on a Prayer.
yeah,
What the fuck?
it's like, why did I pay this money? Like, I could have.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just do Living on a Prayer and we can all go home early. No, I don't want to listen to the new album, you dickhead.
No, I just want you to do your classics that I remember when I used to have a hair and I was thin.
Exactly.
And I had a chance.
I was thin and beautiful and vaguely fuckable back in the day. I want Living on a Prayer. I want You Give Love a Bad Name. Maybe you can go even into the early 2000s with a little bit of It's My Life.
What was that one?
Well, that's it.
Was it Dead or Alive? Oh, yeah. Dead
and I wanted, dead or alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
That one as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Bed of Roses. Do Bed of Roses and then we can all fuck off.
Lay me down. I don't know if that was Lay Me Down on a Bed of Roses or Constipation. It really could have gone.
Well, it sounded like Cramps, yeah. Definitely.
Could have been. Yeah. So we're gonna just basically talk shit for an hour. We don't have a show. Well, you've got some serious stuff. I have very much not serious things. So again, emotional roller coaster. You don't know whether to laugh or cry. Sometimes you're laughing and then almost right away you're crying, and then you're back to like feeling guilty about laughing because you were just crying. That's our show. It's emotionally taxing.
Well, talking of crying, I had 2 such occasions this week.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. The long-lasting comrade in arms, one of the great socialists of his day era, the mango and papaya shower gel.
Oh, you emptied it out. Did you do the thing at the end where you filled it up with some water and you kind of shook it up to get the last of the concentrated soap out to sort of get a watery version that you can left?
No, I'm not white trash, but thank you for asking, Kristi.
No, that's called using up all the product, saving money.
Okay, trailer trash. Calm down, is what I would suggest there.
Racist.
I'm joking. I just squeezed out the last bit and then
you just squeezed it out and poured it all over you.
That's what I did.
That's nice.
I did. I squirted it all over my hands and then I put it all over my boobs and my armpits and that. Because that's literally how showering works.
So will you go back to the mango and papaya? Will you visit that island of lockdown memories ever again?
Maybe. I'll just grab the first thing that looks like it'll keep me clean off the shelf. That's my picking method. Yeah. The reason it's become so weird and fruity lately is because it's just what's left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're all on the edge of our seats wondering what detergent you will rub on your body now. So what have you moving on to?
Very liquid.
Which for people in the States, that's a dishwashing liquid.
That's a dishwashing. But there's an actually serious one.
Well, they had actually a pretty clever ad back when I was living in the UK, when they showed a picture of a cheap dishwashing up liquid, but you had to use like twice as much of it to get it as clean, and that was an unfair economy. And then they put in concentrated fair economy. Yeah, I thought that was kind of clever.
Yeah. Well, thank you for stamping all over the sweet thing I was about to say.
Oh, sorry. Someone in the chat is saying Vosh said y'all won't debate him. He referred to you guys as irrelevant. Well, we're so irrelevant he has to talk about us.
When you say he hasn't debated, he hasn't asked me for a debate.
No, I think some people have said, "Would you debate him?" And my opinion is, I don't see the point because he just tries to.
What does he want to debate about?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah. So, but he's so irrelevant. We're so irrelevant. He has to bring us up in his show. That's how irrelevant we are. I love it when people say you're irrelevant and then they spend their time talking about you and complaining about you.
I know I'm so irrelevant that he fucking asked to come on my channel when he'd been kicked off Twitch and had to get started on YouTube. But yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
and then I found out about the weird sexual harassment thing that he was involved in. I was like, no. Mm-hmm. Anyway, but this is going to be a sharp turn for you now. The nice thing that I had a course about this week. Some people may know I've got a young nephew.
Mm-hmm.
He's 3.5 years old now.
Oh,
He's a chubby little lunatic. I love him dearly.
so he's
One of
just
the few
like his
people in
uncle.
this world I would take. Well, indeed,
Yeah.
only about 5 feet shorter. No, he's not a foot tall, is he? No, he's about 3.5 feet shorter or whatever. Anyway, he haven't been able to see him because of the whole lockdown thingamajig.
Mm.
And so his mother, bless her, we did FaceTime on the phone of him playing on his trampoline, bouncing up and down, having a great time. And I hadn't seen him for like 2 months or something. I
Yeah.
started to well up a little bit.
Oh.
I was a bit like, oh, in the
Gotcha.
feels.
Yeah.
In the feels. Oh,
In
this
your
is why
tender
you
place.
shouldn't let people. This is why you shouldn't love people.
I mean, not your balls, your other tender place.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you for that illusion, for ruining the nice, sweet moment, Krista. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah,
it's usually
normally.
me doing.
I've been hanging around you too long.
Anyway. So yeah, that's why you shouldn't love people, because it will hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. Just be a emotional stone. And
exactly. An island never cries, as a great poet once said.
So a little bit of two ranges of emotion, one goodbye and one just like hello into my heart.
I don't really know what you're on about now, but okay. I'll just say yes.
Okay. So should we go with my bookmarks, or do you have more stories?
Well, no, I don't have any more stories.
All right.
So we should probably do whatever the fuck you were going to do.
Well,
Was that woman got cups on her tits?
Well, first we have to love this from Film Feed. For Tom Hardy, nothing has changed. Here he is wearing a mask in Mad Max. Here he is Bane wearing a face mask. I'm not quite sure what film he was in, if this was 1970 Dunkirk or something, maybe.
Probably some shit
Yeah.
like that.
And there he is, just out doing his shit. So,
And he's still wearing fucking
camo.
Carplay. Yeah.
Yep. He never
Buying
breaks character.
leaks.
Yeah.
Buying some fucking leaks.
Nice
Lovely
leaks.
stuff.
Right. So again, someone was just sharing this as a mood. We have to turn the music on. I don't want to get a copyright. Apparently, my self-certification for the level of my videos, like when my videos are reviewed for demonetization and monetization, was accurate. So I get faster tracked when they have a queue.
Right.
I think she's had a little bit too much wine to start with, because she's actually not that good at this. But there you go. There, that's how you spend your lockdown.
Yeah. Why not just drink wine?
This we will have to listen to the audio though, because this is amazing. So, do you want to explain now that do you recognize the name Andrew Cotter, Kevin?
Yeah, he does. I believe he's a Scottish lad, isn't he? Does rugby commentary and things.
No idea, none at all. But I love the sound of his voice. He could just talk me to sleep every night. So here we go. So his shtick, and sorry, I'm gonna make it. Oh, it didn't really help, did it? It didn't change the size of the video any. All right. So these are his two dogs.
You have to click the full video on the YouTube bit.
Do I want to though? Why not? Let's just go crazy. These are his two dogs, Olive, I think, and Mable. There's another video of them later on that he did, which is also adorable. But this is brilliant.
So into the final minute and Olive in possession, but this is where Mable is strong, chasing the game, using that intensity. We saw it in the semi-final, staring at a slightly torn cloth rabbit for over 7.5 minutes. And perhaps a few signs of overconfidence from her rival, a bit of showboating. Needs to be careful. And there's the change from the classic hold, still placed on the outside though, great technique. And a glance at the youngster who shows little emotion, but her mind will be empty. 20 seconds to go now. Olive closing in on victory and that coveted prize of being told she's a very good dog. One paw to control and a switch. Now Mabel sensing this might be a chance, still waiting, still believing. And you wonder what Olive is doing here. Only has to hold on. Going to the upright though. High tariff with no opposable thumbs. High risk at this stage. And it's gone and Mabel takes it. No mercy from the younger dog. who takes this victory just as time runs out, a famous win built on patience and sheer belief. For Olive, only thoughts of what might have been, but only herself to blame. She's given this one away, and that will hurt most of all. Bad dog.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, that's him. He does the largely rugby union commentaries. He's very good.
Yeah, yes. He should do golf. I think he would be great.
I think he has done some golf, if I'm not mistaken.
He's got a great golf voice. Really does. This is.
Yeah, he's a lot louder when he does a lot of rugby because he's in a stadium full of millions of people.
So from Xander, a depressing thing about the chronological timeline of the UK's response to the coronavirus. Maybe we'll skip that for right now. If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Trump being offensive to an Asian American reporter because he's a misogynist and a racist.
Well, he is, right. This is the thing, right. This is going to sound like I'm being nice to Trump. I'm not. He's being racist here, but I don't think he's quite being racist in the same way that people seem to be suggesting. Okay. He's being racist because he's basically
nuance his racism here.
Yeah, I'm passing racism. Okay. Yes, he says go ask China to a woman of Southeast Asian appearance, which is obviously racist. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's doing that because he knows that the woman is of, I think, Chinese descent. He's given that response to basically everyone that's asked the question. Go ask China.
It's a stock.
China. So I don't think he's doing that specifically to pick on a Chinese person on this occasion. He's just saying it in a generically racist way to whoever would have asked the question.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
Kevin going with a generic racist rather than the targeted racism view on this one.
Yeah, it's targeted misogyny against both this woman and the follow-up. Which is why he walks away, because a strong woman is not his deal. But I just don't think he was being specifically racist against this Chinese woman or this Chinese American woman.
Well, I'd really like to. Yeah, go ahead.
Go on, sorry.
No, I would just like it if all the cis guy reporters would just always yield anytime they're acknowledged by the president to a woman reporter.
Well, they should. All of the news outlets should just send women.
Yeah, it would really mess them up. Mm. So when you have a Senate hearing at 10 and a stagecoach robbery at noon.
Well, I said about your get up with you had like a similar look but with a pink one on your Facebook profile picture.
This one?
And that one, yeah. And I described it as the cutest high omen ever.
Oh, thank you. I don't know how I missed that. I think I have to take you off notifications because then you get buried in with all like the New York Times and MSNBC and Washington Post headlines I get.
Well, I don't want to be stuck around with riffraff. Do you know what I mean? Tiny little shitty accounts like the New York Times. Fuck that.
All right, so
the failing New York Times.
You don't want to rub elbows with that lot, scum and villainy. Right, so the next one is, hints at violence, and the next one after that has a ableist slur in it. So just FYI. But yeah, Brooklyn Dad Defiant wrote, I think, so Dr. Fauci was testifying yesterday before the Senate.
Testify.
I'm really glad you hold on to that because it's so funny. And Rand Paul was just being a dick. The guy who is like an eye doctor.
No. Not Rand Paul.
And basically...
It's so unlike libertarians to be complete pricks.
Yes. And he basically said, Dr. Fauci, you're like not the end all or something, just pointlessly dismissive. Brooklyn Dad Defiant says...
Did Dr. Fauci ever say he was?
No.
Or even intimate that he was?
No. I think he gave that... What did they call that?
He's bent over backwards to be as soothing to Trump's ego as he possibly can, whilst also saying... sort of don't listen to this dude.
Yes.
He's full of shit.
Yes.
He's actually played it rather diplomatically quite well, albeit that you still have the stank of Trump on you. So, I mean...
Yeah. But what was that kind of... was it the Washington grin or something? Remember during impeachment when the Republicans would start having temper tantrums and the civil servants would just smile at them? I can't remember what kind of grin that was called. But I have a feeling
I don't know.
Fauci might have pulled that grin. Anyway, Brooklyn Dad Defiant wrote after this exchange between Paul Rand Paul, and Dr. Fauci. I think Dr. Anthony Fauci could probably pick up where Rand Paul's neighbor left off, and nobody would mind at all.
Well, that is an outrageous suggestion.
Yes.
Disavowed.
Quite. So Adam, who is this? Adam Surward? Who is this guy? I'm not quite sure. He's a staff writer at The Atlantic. Oh yeah, some guy wrote, "You're truly a lib fucking R. Fuck you, you dumb fucking and your dumb fucking article. You're a piece of shit, cunt face." And then he just replied with with the contraction.
Nice.
Especially
correct.
Yes.
That's the only response it deserves. Education.
Yes. Because that's how you own them.
Yeah.
Saw this.
It's the ultimate mind-altering drug.
Yes, knowledge. Curb stops
Exactly.
the only way I'm kicking knowledge. All right, that's a token line. Yeah, Jerry Falwell Jr. just fired the entire philosophy department at Liberty University.
I can't believe they had a fucking philosophy department.
And it's dissolving the
Okay.
philosophy department on June 30th. Apparently there was no advanced warning, according to Professor Mark Foreman, who posted about his firing on Facebook. I just want to say...
Can I just say, I don't feel sorry for anyone who would take a job at Liberty University.
I see you. I get that.
In the same way when the News of the World shut down and all the writers and stuff got sacked.
Yeah.
Sorry, you took the
Me, I'm just gonna...
stalled at the same time.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if it's... I'm restarting the stream.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully... Oh, but I don't know if it's going to go to the same location or not. Grr. Oh, hey, it's working, I think? Okay. So maybe we are back online. All right. That actually looks... All right, so that was kind of what happened, everybody. Was apparently there was an encoder error while we were in the midst of the stream, and I had to go back and restart the stream with OBS. So Kevin was saying something about taking pieces of silver.
I was making a biblical analogy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take the 50 pieces of silver to either work... the example I used as a furtherance to Liberty University was the News of the World newspaper when that shut down. Once you've taken the devil's pieces, I don't care anymore. You've lost my sympathy.
Well, I have just a personal opinion that if you do not have a philosophy department...
If we're going live, right, if people can hear this, type penis in the chat.
Yeah. So it seems like it's working. Seems to be back. Ask us a question, Kristi. See if we're live. And then Kevin asked you guys to put penis in the chat. So that would seem. And also the thing's refreshed. I'm pretty sure it's all good now. And it says excellent connection. So phallus. Sib Wolf wrote. Okay.
Well, that is not helpful, Johnson. That's genuinely not helpful, people.
Anyway, the point I was going to make
doing
on
it,
this,
okay.
is I don't think you can be an institute of higher learning that calls itself a university unless you have a philosophy department, because literally everything we teach comes back to philosophy. And so if you don't have the fundamental grounding in how to think that produced the systematic path of knowledge or the systems of knowledge we've developed, you're not really a university. You're like a training school, which is fine. You know, people need skills, but you're not. Yeah, but that's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think so. And I think philosophy was basically the first thing taught at university. That's how universities became what they were, alongside things like divinity and all the rest of it. But that in itself is a sort of philosophy.
Yeah, I mean, theology is definitely within the rubric of. I mean, I don't think philosophers would say theologians are the same because they have different departments. But in terms of the system of thought, yes, theology, of course.
Well, pre-science, pre the Renaissance or the Enlightenment or whatever, divinity and philosophy were basically intertwined.
Scholasticism, it was the dominant form of philosophical thought in Western Europe, and I'm not sure what was going on in the eastern parts of the Roman Empire, not the Roman Empire, but the Catholic Church and the Eastern Greek Church.
The Eastern Orthodox.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Byzantine Empire.
Anyway, so yeah, philosophy is important.
Indeed.
Okay, this was, I thought, we talked about Joey Salads from time to time.
Oh, the piss jogger, yeah.
Yeah, so he got suspended from Twitter.
He did indeed.
For platform manipulation and spam, apparently.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Really know well, I know what spam is. What's platform manipulation?
According to Zachary Petrizzo, Twitter spokesperson to the Daily Dot on Joey Salad's Twitter account, the account was permanently suspended for repeated violations of our platform manipulation and spam policy. So, yeah. Okay, so Twitter just got a little bit nicer. A little bit less shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That little fucking right-wing shit muncher. Yeah.
Yep.
He failed in his bid to get elected, and now he's not even got a Twitter account.
Did you have this in your bookmarks?
No, what's this? Is that an adult's... What? What am I looking at here?
All right, I'll make some... let's see. Savage Ape wrote, "Who the hell did this?" Let's take a look.
No, sir. You said it would disappear like a miracle. Yes. You said only 15 people have it, and it would go down close to zero. You did. You said chloroquine would treat it. No, you said we should try injecting disinfectant. You said anyone who needs a test can get one.
I think you get it, the bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
People have too much time on their hands.
Yes.
That's all I'm going to say. So that was a thing.
Yeah, creativity is not always good.
That's nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Be followed around by toddler Trump.
That's just like being followed around by Trump.
Yes. Oh, yeah. This was, I thought, we're talking about the ways that coronavirus is changing our lives. Twitter employees don't have to go back to the office, like, permanently.
Yeah. Well, someone tagged me into it about it's bad news for what's her name?
Oh, Ola Loomer.
Ola Loomer. Yeah.
Yes.
So she's going to have to padlock herself against all of the employees' houses at some point.
Yeah,
and she'll be ignored. Imagine being ignored at all of those locations. That'd be brilliant.
I mean, if you think about it,
surely she'd remember a coat a few of the times.
Oh, sometimes you'd think she'd have to.
Just statistically, she'd bring a coat with her once or twice.
Hopefully more often and near the end because she'd learn her lesson.
Well, I don't know. Does she learn? Is she capable of the learn?
I don't know. I'm not confident. But on this issue, it would be interesting. You know, employers now had been forced to allow their employees to work from home, and I guess they're learning the company doesn't break down and things still get done on time. But I could also see where companies would be like, let's see, we can really cut our rent costs. And hey, employees, if you just declare the room in your house where you're working as an office, you get a tax deduction as well. So, and we might just start working out of our homes, you know. Now, I'm not, again, that's sort of like an extreme, like go immediately to a negative. But there might be, you know, long-term employment patterns changed because of this.
Yeah, no doubt. The reality we come back into will not be the same as the one we left.
Mm-hmm.
In a number of ways, in unforeseeable ways, I dare say.
Yeah. According to Vince Olsen, Rand Paul looks like shit.
Oh wow! I mean, how long a bender do you think he's been on?
Look at how it's just comb your hair, dude. Like just comb your hair a little bit.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's looking pretty.
Yeah, cold turkey's a bitch, man.
Yeah. So there you go. Rand Paul. Rand Paul. Why am I? All right. Oh, more Andrew Cotter. You ready for some more Andrew Cotter and Olive and Mable?
I am.
Okay. We're going to become like a sub-fan, like after Hummels, we'll just have to promote Andrew Cotter generally as a product in our show. Okay. This is, I guess I could just call this the Zoom meeting. The office meeting. Okay.
Right, guys, thanks for joining us. Just keen to have a chat about where we are, the situation at the moment. I think you're both there. Olive, hi. Thanks for joining us. Mabel, you are connected, but you need to start your video. It's down at the bottom of the screen. A little. It's a camera. It looks like a biscuit. If you just nudge it with your nose, you should. There we are. You don't have to be so close. You want to move back a bit. All right, thanks. Right, so basically an update as to where we are. I can see you both look worried, but the good news from head office is that neither of you is going to be furloughed, but we have to try and repay that loyalty with some of our own. I know that's supposed to be a strength of yours. So what we're looking for, what management are looking for, are ideas. Sorry, Mabel. This is one of the things that we have to address, the lack of focus at times, because, well, there's the inappropriate stuff with Kevin the Doberman from accounts as well, but one thing at a time. So there are things that we have to try and improve on. Well, I'm uncomfortable with the chat as well, but Mabel, you switched off the camera again. Can you switch it back on? You switch the video? Right, there we are. Okay, the annual report. You've pretty much ruined the sofas. 913 squirrels chased, none caught, so not a good return. So again, things to... Sorry, Mabel, if you're going to do that, could you just switch off the video function again so we don't have to see it? Right. Right, while Mabel's away, Olive, good news. You will be receiving a small bonus for slightly better behaviour. Okay, Mabel, we'll have a chat in a minute. I'm going to put you on mute so I can talk to Olive. Right, Olive, I've got a message from management, which I have to read out. You're a good dog. Yes, you are. Who's a good dog? You're a good dog. I'm glad it makes you happy. Okay, will you just keep up the good work, and thanks for joining us. I'll see you on a walk. Right, Mabel, so if you could just take a bit of an example from Olive and follow her lead. Are you falling asleep while we're having this chat? This is all part of the problem that we've got to sort. She's gone. She's gone. Unbelievable. We should sack her. We should definitely sack her. She didn't get such good results.
Oh, that was really fun.
He's got a career in comedy sketch writing, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yes, someone. Oh, this is Why Not, or E5 Differente is saying a goal for the next happy hour. Come on, Kurt F. Logan. You know you can make this happen. So you know the song "Lose Yourself." Lose yourself in the moment you own it. That one by Eminem?
Well, yeah, but I mean, why would I lower myself to being the white Eminem?
Yeah, when you can be the black Eminem.
I'm the black Eminem. Yeah.
Or at least like the green Eminem. I bet you could be that.
Hey! I see what you did there.
All right, so somebody did a mashup of Eminem with the Pet Shop Boys, and it kind of works. We won't listen to the whole 2 minutes. So, here we go.
I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't...
Oh, sorry. I guess if it's, yes. If I am whatever you say I am, if I wasn't, then why would you say I am every day in the news and the papers? I am that one. That one.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
The way I am, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Oh, you're Why Not Tony. Oh, now we know.
Then why would I say I am in the paper, the news every day I am? Radio won't even play my jam, 'cause I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am in the paper, the news every day I am? I don't know, it's just the way I am.
Full. His voice is absolutely appalling. I do it for a joke. He's put this out there seriously. Look, I mean,
well, maybe there's a little bit of a.
Well, it's clearly tongue in cheek, but I mean, it's like he's put a video together.
Yes.
I just sing on the hoof. I just kick a bit of Bon Jovi out there, you know.
So there you go. If Eminem and the Pet Shop Boys had a musical baby, that's terrifying.
Fucking white people.
Father Beaver carrying carrots for his family. Or maybe they're all for him. Who knows?
Yeah, that is a fat beaver.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
You wouldn't think carrots could do that to an animal.
I guess enough of them do.
Mm.
He's still going. He's burning off the carrots, I have to say.
Mm.
He's being stalked by people. But, you know.
He's a dog. Just a dog. He doesn't give a fuck. Not a hunter.
Famous in that one. Paparazzi.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is the family. I didn't watch the video all the way to the end. No, he's like just gonna have it for himself now.
They've got their own door attendant. That's awesome.
That's nice. I don't even have that. Let's see. A little bit about Jacob Wall. Yeah, dogs. Have you ever seen dogs do this? And they just get the zooms.
Oh, yeah.
And they just, So this just brings me joy. Like watching a dog just run around like this. It's obviously so happy. Just reminds me of my Bella, who is about the same size and white. So, I thought, hey, Kevin, sports.
What have we got here?
Mary Pratt, South Paul pitcher in a pioneering women's baseball league, died at 101. But she started
101?
off with the Rockford Peaches.
That's okay. Cool. I have to say I don't know her, but
just a little bit.
I think it's quite nice that she's clocking 101 on the speed.
Good work.
That's good.
Yep. All right, let's do this one first because you tagged me into it, and I tagged I bookmarked your thing so it could be a surprise. I'm not quite sure. Oh no! Oh,
hang on.
This is Schofield.
Schofield. Yeah, Philip Schofield, the news, the TV presenter guy, who was a bit of a Tory prick. Although a really interesting story. He came out as gay after being married and having kids for years.
I have to say, I wasn't surprised at all. Not at all surprised.
I don't know.
Because I saw him, like, I didn't know any of the context of him, and that was my impression right away. So I was like, oh.
Okay. But like I say, he'd been in a heterosexual marriage and had 2 kids and all the rest of it. And then was like gay. So anyway, but he was furious because the whole point I've linked you into these things is that the Boris Johnson, the dear leader, last Sunday, decided to get to go on TV and give the most incoherent plan. It's not a plan; it's a joke of a thing. To the point where they had to. They basically said, if you can go back to work, you can, but you shouldn't. But you should. You should go on public transport, but not on public transport. And oh, fuck's sake, it's just a nightmare. And then they had to clarify. He did this on Sunday night. They had to clarify. Oh no, we don't mean tomorrow, Monday.
Oh God.
We mean by Wednesday.
Oh
what?
God.
Okay. And then amazingly, they sent out the Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab to in front of the cameras and the radio and all of that, and he gave 3 conflicting pieces of advice within the space of 1 hour.
Useless. Fucking
absolutely
useless.
Fucking dreadful.
Amateur hour.
Yeah. So Matt Lucas here, the comedian chap, does an impression of Boris and basically sums up the fucking mess of what Boris was saying.
All right. So this is Boris in under 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So we are saying, don't go to work, go to work. Don't take public transport, go to work, don't go to work. Stay indoors. If you can work from home, go to work. Don't go to work. Go outside, don't go outside. And then we will or won't something or other. So we are saying, don't go to work.
That was basically it.
And they've got such a model that this is genuinely the situation. And I don't know how they even begin to think the police can actually deal with any of this. It's ridiculous. You can see 1 parent at a time whilst keeping 2 meters distance.
What?
But it would be currently, under the legislation, it would be illegal for you to see both parents at the same time, even with the distancing. So it would be legal. It would be perfectly legal for me to go and see one of my parents, right? And then 10 minutes later, go and see the other parent. But if all 3 of us were in the vicinity, the police could potentially fine us. I mean, what a joke. What an absolute farce.
Oh. Yeah. And then we want to revisit our closing audio from the last show.
Yeah, bam pot.
Distancing! Self-isolation, you fucking bam pots!
one more time because we missed the beginning.
Social distancing! Self-isolation, you fucking bam pots!
Oh, that never gets old. Okay, so then
I'm sure it takes you into more stuff than this.
What?
I'm sure I tagged you into more things.
No, just the two. Just the Matt Lucas and the Philip Schofield.
Are we sure? I'm not sure.
Well, those are the ones I saw. And they were videos, so they were right. But, yeah, so we're going to segue now over to Kev, and we're going to talk about Hamfister, who showed up again in our timeline.
Yeah, this is peculiar. He's, I don't even know, it's just sexual weirdness / incredible creepiness. If you want to click on the first image, we'll read through it. Oh, hang on. Is there any way you can make that bigger? Because that is fucking tiny.
No,
that's what she said.
I don't know that I can try.
No, I can zoom in. No, it's fine.
Yeah, it just does the text of the message, not the text of the thing. God fucking damn it! Sorry. There you go.
Right. Fuck's sake. All right. It says, for those that are curious about this weird quote unquote drama happening with this girl on Twitter, basically a few weeks ago, a few friends, all girls, and I decided to form a harem of sorts. Mm-hmm. One of the girls made a Discord server for it, and we mostly just hung out in VC and talked. Things went like this for a week. I made it very clear that if anyone feels uncomfortable by the actions of anyone else in the server / relationship, to make it clear and to tell everyone. Also that they can leave if they ever want to. There wasn't any drama, and the 5 of us just hung out until one night I went to bed, and the next morning I had like 50 messages. Apparently one of the members, Spooky, had
Spooky Spice
had freaked out over some disagreement about Star Wars and started lashing out at the other girls. She had insulted them, said she was going to kill herself, and left the server as well as my fan Discord. So these are his fans. He started a harem with, which is that's creepy. Look, I don't think it's necessarily always wrong if you get to know someone over a long period of time and you build up that relationship and then you become like an item. But having a harem of fans seems like a kind of quite a culty thing, doesn't it?
I just think the term harem for someone who describes themselves as a feminist doesn't quite map.
Well, he isn't a feminist. It's a joke.
Yeah, precisely. I don't want to. Whatever people decide to do in consensual relationships, that's fine. Then again, if you start having your dramas out in public on social media, then everyone gets to have an opinion because you've made it public now.
Exactly, yeah. Like, it's not. He didn't describe it as a polyamorous relationship or an open relationship.
Well, honestly,
he described it as a harem.
Yeah, and it sounds like all they did was sit in voice chat and talk sexy to each other or whatever, talk something to each other.
Yeah, I don't understand.
These people met
so
up.
Why is he describing? Why would he even describe it as a harem? I don't know. It's weird and creepy. She feels like abused, maybe, or something. I don't know.
Do you want me to read? Because I can maybe see it easier than you can.
Yes, if you want to. Yeah.
All right, so we alerted a friend of hers who could call the cops so that they could prevent it just in case she was serious. She's all right now, but wants back in. She is apparently really poor and saw a relationship with me as a solution to her living situation. What? But
how is this? Yeah, how is it just a virtual thing then? If there's like, she wants to move in, do you know this person in real life?
Yeah. But after her freak out, no one, including myself, is comfortable with her rejoining. Now she is very upset about it. Why are you airing all this in public? Sorry, that was commentary from me. Wants me to feel guilty, so I'll let her live with me. And wants to start drama since she knows wokelets are drilling at the possible chance of me engaging in misconduct with women. Funny thing
Wokelibs represent.
Funny thing is, she is the one harassing me and demanding I re-enter a relationship with her, which is making me uncomfortable. Nah.
Yeah, he's definitely the victim here, having started a harem, self-described.
Yeah, and then posting all this stuff on Twitter, like just putting that out there for everyone to now talk about. So
yeah,
some people are talking about it. Did you want to share your screen now?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, I will stop sharing.
Well, I've got the incognito thing with him. Oh no, I haven't. I got rid of
Oh,
it. No,
Tony's.
no, I've got it.
So Hamfister, I don't know, had a pop at me a while back for I don't know who knows what reason. And then
he said you were do you remember we did a show on it about you being the queen of the wine moms or whatever.
Yes, I am the general of the SJWs, the queen of the wine moms.
You've disabled participant screen sharing again, Kristi.
But I really didn't. Okay, so how did we fix this last time?
You allowed multiple sharing or something.
Okay, let's see. Advanced. Multiple participants can share simultaneously. Try that.
Maybe. Yeah, go on. Boom. Lovely stuff.
Okay.
Right.
Cock and balls started screen sharing. Sorry, that will ever not be funny to me.
Yeah, I had to go onto an incognito screen because he's such a little bitch. He blocked me on the Twitters.
Did you interact with him at all?
No. It presumably just heard the show where me and you were whipping the piss out of him and went, and ran away to his harem. Fucking hell. What a loser. Anyway, do we want to read through this or not? I don't know.
I don't know. It's your screen share.
Well, okay. Well, it basically it's a restatement of the thing.
Oh, okay. I wanted to make a video about it, but wait. What did he say? I wanted to make a video about it?
Hang on, right, so I'll read through it then. Fuck it. This thread will be the final acknowledgement of this drama. I wanted to make a video about it, but decided it would be best to just make a thread instead, since a video immortalizes it as a bigger deal than it ever should have been.
Because screenshots on Twitter don't exist?
Yeah, and if I don't know if he is slandering this woman or whatever, but he I don't know that slander or libel or whatever is different if it's written down, if it's like on Twitter as opposed to YouTube, really.
No, not really. Okay.
As you all know, I was inspired to stream by Destiny, and as we all know, Destiny fucks.
Oh God, this is already so cringe. This is already so much worse than what he wrote before.
Yeah. Because of this, many of his fans joke about him having a harem or being the protagonist of a harem anime. Naturally, a similar joke was made in my community. Naturally.
Yeah, because he made it.
That's totally natural, yeah. I would joke, yeah, exactly. I would joke about how I will one day have a harem to surpass Destiny. But it has always been a joke. Honest, even though I literally did it, it was just a joke.
Yeah.
Even though I literally did it. You can't pull it was just a joke when you're literally explaining how your actual harem got fucked up.
Yeah, because that means it wasn't a joke. It was basically a thing you were joking about.
I was joking about being a mass murderer.
Secretly wishing for it.
Yeah. I was just joking about being a mass murderer, and that pile of corpses over there is absolutely irrelevant to the situation. Yeah. It was just a joke. Okay. I would joke about how I will one day, blah, blah, blah. Don't get me wrong. The idea of poly relationships sounded interesting, but it wouldn't be online. And it wouldn't be at this point in my life, even though it was. A few months ago, a lot of people wanted a not safe for work chat in my fan Discord, which, by the way, this whole thing, again, another example, Discord cancer.
Just
steer well clear. I do have one. I haven't posted on it in like 2 years. Yeah. I agreed to have one on the terms that everyone who has access is verified to be 18 plus with their ID. No, you fucking didn't. Don't lie. That's bollocks. How did you verify these people's identity on the
They could literally send you a picture of anyone's ID.
Yeah. Yeah, that's such trash. And no one cares. If a 16-year-old is looking at fucking booby memes and you're not safe for work chat, no one cares.
Well, there are legal implications in the US that might not exist because 16 is the age of consent in the UK.
Oh, okay. No, okay, fair point. But either way, he definitely didn't check they were over 18. That's nonsense. The not safe for work chat was a place where people could share porn and post nudes/horny post. Okay, so it's not just a bit of booby pics.
Kevin, why don't we have one of these? I don't know why we don't have a place where we can share not suitable for work porn with our fans. What? It is a fan Discord. Like, dude.
I don't want that kind of relationship with people who are, because there's a power imbalance.
No.
That seems like,
yeah, I was being so sarcastic there.
No, I know exactly, but I'm just saying, like, it's weird that he would
yeah.
want to do that or whatever.
Well, again, power dynamic.
Like, not safe for work suggests risque, not literally pornography.
Right.
Like, I don't know, spicy memes. Maybe something that's a bit borderline. Ooh, not fucking porn. Jesus. And post nudes. That's dangerous.
And horny posts, because that'll never come back to haunt you.
Yeah. Although horny post, I mean, everyone's horny on Main from time to time, but literally posting naked pictures of yourself on
to a Discord
public forum, yeah.
Yeah.
That can't be good. Why are you encouraging this behavior? God almighty. You guys remember a few weeks back that I was super burned out and needed a break from streaming.
Is that after we owned him?
No, well, Kristi, look, it's like working at a coal face.
Okay.
Being a streamer, okay? Yes. It's like being in the trenches.
I just can't game anymore.
He's got shell shock, but from Twitch.
Right.
I decided to take 2 weeks off, and in the meantime, I started making friends and playing a lot of video games. Many of the friends I made were in the Not Safe for Work chat. I should clarify, none of the girls I befriended in the Not Safe for Work chat would be considered fans of me, even though they were literally in a fan Discord.
Yeah.
One of them had been a friend of mine since 2018, which is so long ago, and others had been. I ended that. The other had only seen one video of Min. I presume it means mine. One had only seen one stream, and the others none of my content. How are they in a fan Discord? If they've not heard, if they don't know who you are, why are they in a fan Discord?
He tries to explain that he was only in your fan Discord to chat. So they were in a Discord where everyone else is your fan. So you're framed as.
Yeah. And your name, well, I don't know the title of it, but you're like the head honcho of the fucking thing. Anyway, they were only in my fan Discord to chat and make friends. And sure enough, we all became friends. After a while, we decided, as a joke, it was just a joke, guys, honest, to make a separate room/role called Zanderhol's Harem. This was just a chill spot where we chatted about games and politics and stuff.
So this all happens
to the rest of your. What else were you doing on your Discord in the other rooms other than that?
Well, and this is all happening within like a couple weeks. Is this the time frame we're talking about?
I believe so.
Okay. Because he said it was only a couple weeks ago that this all.
Yeah, well, that's what he was saying. Yeah.
New thing came up, and they became best friends in like 2 weeks. Okay.
There was also a Not Safe for Work section. So there was a Not Safe for Work section in your harem. Okay. Surely the whole point of a harem is it's all not safe for work. Because it's literally about fucking and that.
Yep.
Anyway, but everyone just posted there when they wanted to. It was clear to everyone involved that this was no online poly relationship, just a group of friends hanging out and occasionally horny posting.
I just,
You described it as a harem, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. Also, I just don't sort of get, when he says occasional horny posting, I get the feeling he's doing most of the horny posting. I just kind of get the sense the way that it's talked about in the third person. No one is mentioned, no pronouns, just, these horny posts just appeared.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I get the impression that these women might have, not necessarily coercion sounds bad, but like there's a power imbalance here, and I don't like what this is. I could be off base, but it just doesn't smell right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Everything went wrong when we moved the group to a new server. One of the girls in our group made a new Discord and called it Harem Uwu. Very serious stuff. It was basically the same as the old room, but on its own server. I didn't own it and didn't have any power in it. Obviously, I'm just the guy who has a harem.
Yes.
And I don't have any power in the harem, though, as the one dude in the harem. Okay. Everyone in the Discord was happy to be there, and we all had a good time. Until one morning I woke up to a shit ton of messages. Spooky, one of the members, had a mental breakdown. That doesn't seem at all like...
He's not characterizing this at all.
No, that's not gaslighting anyone. But she definitely... And he's obviously a well-known practitioner of psychology. as we well know. So he can, having apparently never met this woman, maybe
diagnose her.
Say that, diagnose her as having had a mental breakdown.
Yeah, based off of a couple posts.
Very severe mental issue. Members had a mental breakdown over some disagreements about Star Wars shipping. Okay. Bollocks, hang on. She's a huge Raylo stan. Imagine trying to explain that to someone 10 years ago, what that sentence means.
Yeah.
She's a huge Raylo stan. And someone brought up this drama about John Boyega getting racist comments from Raylo fans, and this set her off. She lashed out and insulted everyone, left the server, had a breakdown. Again, he's definitely sure she had a breakdown. Not just she angrily posted once or twice. Definitely a mental breakdown.
Yep.
Had a breakdown in my server and posted this.
Wait. Wasn't this the server that he didn't have any control over? He just said he called it my server.
Yeah, and it's called the Xanderholics.
Right. Okay.
There, look, it's called the Xanderholics. Yeah, but he didn't have any power.
That's not thirsty fans at all.
No, he didn't have any power over the people who are described in the title of this as having been addicted to him. Okay. She went missing for like 5 days after that, and I didn't pay attention to this since I was focused on streaming, because that's so important and so time-consuming. It's not like you've literally got most of your day to do anything else in. Eventually, she came back and she wanted back into the server, but we all agreed it was a bad idea, so we said no. She took to Twitter and started vague posting about me, saying things like, I need a new sugar daddy, and so on. Apparently, she thought our relationship was more than that and was counting on living with me and taking care of her, and me taking care of her. Now she thought she lost that, and that's when she wrote up her big thread. Most of the other girls don't want anything to do with this drama. They just want this to be over. So leave Spooky be and let her cool off. She has a tough life, and she misinterpreted our friendship and took it too far. It was my mistake not being clear enough with her.
Why didn't you just post that and nothing else?
Yeah, that would be the bigger thing to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, but this is quite funny. It's quite funny and disgusting. However, she has been spreading misinformation that bad faith actors like Thoughtslime have been running with. Here is one of my friends from the Discord debunking some of her claims. If you want to go and read it, it's there.
Yeah, okay.
At the end of the day, I'd like this drama to die, even though I literally just called out a rather large YouTuber. It's really nothing but has been way overblown. How long is this thread?
Yes.
And you were calling it overblown. Thanks for reading this thread. Do not harass or this is amazing, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to read this completely verbatim there, right? Thanks for reading this. Do not harass or seek out anyone involved. Leave them alone. Except Thoughtslime. Him spreading misinformation on his platform when everyone else involved has been making their voice heard and debunking her lies is unacceptable. He should try living up to his name and think before posting something so serious. So please, according to Xanderthal, pig fucker, please go and harass Thoughtslime.
Yeah, brilliant.
That doesn't seem like an enormously appropriate thing for such a responsible person as you, Xander.
By the way, I just figured out you're not wearing headphones.
Well, I'm going to go up and I'll go get them now.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
No, it's happening because I also want to close my curtains because it's dark now.
Oh, okay. So it's going to be a 2-for-1.
Yeah. So I'll just shout from across the room.
Oh, excellent. Maybe we'll get some violent, sexy dancing. Oh, we can hear the curtains. They sound like, they've got rings.
Like the loudest curtains of all of England.
Yes, the whole neighborhood knows when you open and close your curtains up and down the roads. They go, oh.
Yeah, that's because I'm bollock naked, though.
I was visiting a friend, and he got some new shades on his windows because he redid his apartment a bit because he couldn't go on vacation, so he got new furniture in because his place has been the same for like a decade. Anyway, this is all the side points. And I said, oh, so you're going to get more privacy? And he said, well, the guys across the street got shades, so we've broken the sort of agreed to see each other naked contract. And so if they're going to close, like they're going to put their shades down, I'm going to put my shades down too.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, no, I've seen him naked. Quick, get your cock out.
Yes,
we've got to fire back, so to speak. Okay, so are we done with this fucking idiot?
And then he told me the story. Yeah, I think so. Then he told me the story of occasionally he would come in like late on a Friday night, and he would kind of look out the window, check the street below, and there was a woman who had a loft bed on like the second floor, and she would leave her curtains open, and sometimes he would see that she would brought guys back, and he'd be like, all right, well, good, at least one of us is getting some tonight. So this that's kind of
see if they're leaving the curtains open,
then yes,
like, is that peeping Tomish to just be like, I'm gonna make sure they don't know, or I don't want it to be weird. Well, I might watch the first bit, see what's happening.
Well, I think the thing is, if you go to your window...
watch the first... It would be rude to go longer than a Sargon on this, I think.
More than...
You watch the first 5... Yeah. It becomes creepy after that, I think.
I think if it's, you're coming in, you're going to open up the window because you want to get some fresh air, and you look down, you happen to see it, that's fine. If you, have a chair pulled around and a telescope...
Oh, yeah, no, if you go looking for it, it's weird. Yeah. But because ultimately, right, you should have the freedom to look out of your window at anything that's viewable from your window.
Yes.
If someone else has a window across the street and they've left the curtains open and you can see their big hairy beaver, that's just a show. What were they expecting? Yeah, I can't look at that specific bit out of my window because you happen to be naked. No. If you don't want to be seen naked, close your fucking curtains.
Yep. There are times I have to dash across my apartment. But everyone across the way from me has their curtains drawn all the time, so I feel like I can get away with it.
There's only really one room in my house that's at all really overlooked, so I just don't go naked into that one room, really.
Okay. That's an easy way to get around it. Like when my laundry is drying out in my front room and I'm in my bedroom, and the thing I need to wear is out in the other room, I'm kind of screwed. But... Yeah, I think that's I would agree with that social contract there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's serendipity.
So
you can't.
If you ever see me through the window, first 5 minutes,
intended.
Feel free. Yeah.
Also,
after that you got to pay. Do you know what I'm saying?
Also, you're leaving your curtains open, so yeah, just
exactly.
Maybe you want to see.
If you want to see a poor girl get rutted by a fucking sea lion, by all means, stick around. Anyway. Should we have some anti-Semitism to kick things off?
Sure, why not? It's been on the screen here. So who is this? Of course it is.
David Duke, former Grand Cyclops, literally was his title, of the Ku Klux Klan, or one of the branches, whatever, of the Ku Klux Klan. Talking to Mark Collette, the totally not a Nazi who's a British Nazi, called "Ripping Off the Tyrannical Zio-Globalist Mask." While they are forcing us to wear masks. See, he's got a good sense of irony and a terrible sense of racial justice. So Nazi shit. And someone said, how the fuck can Twitter justify continuing this on its platform?
I would have reported this if I saw it.
Yeah. Well, this is just a
screenshot.
So I can't, yeah. And the Jewish worker, who's a fantastic... account you follow, says it's easy when you have no ethics or morals.
Yeah, that makes it easy.
Fair. And imagine I've had a couple of accounts banned for telling Nazis to go fuck themselves, and this is fine. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker can stick around apparently though.
Yep. So I had one of the accounts I follow was forced to delete a tweet where she called someone Karen. Yeah. Yeah. So white women can get people, get their tweets removed for being called Karen, but this shit, that stays up.
I saw a thing that genuinely made me belly laugh today. Someone said, posted a thing from Elon Musk going on about him being I'm opening the factory and if the police want to come and arrest me, they can arrest me, blah, blah, blah. And someone said he thinks he's Rosa Parks, whereas actually he's just Space Karen. And that I belly laughed at that. Space Karen.
That's it. That's his new name now.
Yeah. Space Karen. Also, he's a paedophile. It's just a generic insult.
Mm-hmm. Generic insult.
Fine. Mm-hmm. Mass murderer. Generic insult. Is this a cat or a pig?
That is a cat pig.
Cat pig.
What is up with that nose?
I know, it's a cat pig. I don't know what's going on there.
Wow.
But anyway.
Amazing.
Cat pig. What do we have here? Yes, trad Catholic nonsense.
Oh, great.
It's always a bit of fun. Always a bit of fun, because they always try and outdo themselves with how ridiculously prudish and censorious and just generally authoritarian they can be. Someone said, let's normalise modesty again. And then you can modestly dress
Where are
women,
the
that's
men?
fine. Well, exactly.
Oh, modesty only applies to women. How? What?
And then they respond with, so this is the same person who posted the original thing. Pants can also be decent. So that's
thanks.
trousers for the rest of the world.
Edgy.
Right. So you think, well, there's literally nothing to complain about there, right? Except another trad cath piece of garbage comes in. There is nothing modest about pants. If you decide to wear them, know at the back of your mind that it's not modest. And then she responds with, my confessor, who serves at the TLM parish, has told me I dress modestly, and I have come in wearing pants. Please do not mess with my conscience, as it is overly sensitive. Someone offended by women wearing pants there.
They're not modest. Why aren't pants modest? I don't understand.
Unless they're crotchless.
I don't get it. Like, it's not like you can't have
they're fucking mental.
You can have a tight skirt and you can have loose-fitting pants. It's not. I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Graham Linehan started his own thing called Glinda, which is like his version of Twitter, because I presume he considered writing.
Is he still not on? Is he still refusing to delete his tweets?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I'll check. I'll check. See when the last time he posted.
Yeah. And of his 600,000 followers on Twitter, right, which he advertised this thing like fuck, he only managed to get 2,000 followers on his Glinda. Which means that 2,000 of the 600,000 who follow him gave a shit. Which goes to show, even though he looks like he has a lot of a following, his actual core following is very small. 2,000 people is nothing.
No, because he's got almost 600,000 followers.
Yeah, exactly. So it's overinflated nonsense. He doesn't have that big a platform. He isn't that big a deal.
So on my phone...
This is not 1998.
No, on my phone I am at his account, and he has not tweeted for 4 days. And he's not replied for 4 days either.
Why? Just delete the tweet, you dickhead. Everyone else has to.
Exactly.
I'm sure it'll be less horrific or more horrific than the shit I've had to delete.
Please just let him have his little temper tantrum and his little ultimate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, if this is what we have to do to get rid of him, yeah. Good. Stay off Twitter forever, you dozy bastard.
Yeah. Delete your account.
Yeah. This was just weird.
Boy, him and Joey Salads in the same week. Calendar.
Yeah,
well, that's like 7 days.
Yeah, just the President of the United States accusing a news anchor of potentially being a murderer.
Yeah, I've seen that stuff going around. People hate tweet at Joe Scarborough with this rumor. It's kind of on the Mark Rich, was that the guy's name? Kind of level of conspiracy.
Seth Rich,
thank you.
Yeah.
And I hope Joe Scarborough sues him for, I think it's libel when it's in press, right? That's what.
Yes.
The editor from the Spider-Man, the famous line. Slander, it's libel when it's in press. Slander is when you say it out loud. Mm-hmm.
Indeed. So that's, so that's not just that, but taking the time out from. I presume he can't have anything important going on at the minute.
Is that the day he tweeted like 140 plus times?
I don't know. It's probably less dangerous if he's tweeting, because then he's probably not making awful decisions.
Yep.
So, anyway.
Or undermining the Constitution.
Indeed. This is just horrific. In Arkansas, new law requires a negative COVID test within 48 hours of a scheduled appointment and able to get an abortion. Also in Arkansas, you cannot get a COVID test if you are asymptomatic, and no one is turning tests around in 48 hours. See what they did there?
They just don't stop. They don't ever stop. They take every opportunity to try. And, right now they're telling us that old people should just, and the vulnerable and prison population should be sacrificed to the economy. But women should be forced to, carry a pregnancy to term no matter what.
Well, we literally saw it with Wall and Berkman the other day, basically saying, there's going to be loads of deaths. Who cares?
Yep.
But they're allowed to call themselves pro-life. They're showing themselves they're not pro-life. They're just anti-choice.
I fucking hate Republicans.
Very simple.
Yeah. I really hate Republicans.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I've come to that conclusion. Not a fan. Where are we? Right. Why did Trump end the White House briefing? Wajia, whatever her name was. What's her surname?
Yeah.
Anyway, the Jiang, there we go, asked Trump why he sees this as a global competition with 80,000 have died. He said, ask China. He tried to move on, but wouldn't let Caitlin comment, ask her question. He called on me, but I motioned to Caitlin to ask her question, so Trump walked off. I just wanted to give a little shout out to Yamiche Alcindor for doing the right thing.
She is fucking fierce.
Yeah,
she is. I love
both
her.
of them. The fact that because it must be quite intimidating because he's the president. That must be like, ooh,
a bit. That's like sisterhood there. That's like he's trying to, and that's what men can. If they want to be allies to women, that's the kind of shit. And also, it's just journalists, it's professionals. If the president is trying to avoid a question, just keep fucking asking it. Every one of you should ask the same fucking question until he answers it. Get some, backbone.
Yeah, I thought this was quite a good analogy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make America leads the world in testing to George Bush's mission accomplished.
Yep.
Only more Americans will die now than in the Iraq War.
Did you see Mitt Romney dragging him on this?
No. What did Mittington say?
Mitt said, I don't understand why the president keeps comparing the testing numbers we have now to the testing numbers South Korea had accomplished by March.
Yeah.
Because they've been declining in their testing because they have less need, where ours is going up and up and up. So I don't understand this comparison.
Well, I mean, America does not have the largest population in the world or the largest or the most densely packed population in the world. And yet it has by far the largest number of deaths.
It's herd immunity.
By far.
Yeah, Trump's just gone, okay, fuck it, herd immunity. We're just going to let it run through the population and just keep lying to the... Oh, and his new thing is he doesn't think the numbers, that 82,000, he thinks those numbers are inflated. There's not really that many people who have died. This is the media trying to gin up fake deaths to make him look bad. That's where he's gone.
Of course he does.
God, he's just got no bottom.
You can literally scream fake news at anything.
Yeah.
Once you've decided that reality doesn't matter, fake news, fuck it. Why not just say, oh yeah, we can inject bleach. Who cares? Yeah. And then when someone says, oh, why did you say that? Oh, I didn't say it. Yeah,
I never said that. That's
ridiculous. Yeah. The Jewish worker again doing his thing. It says here, the Washington Post, 4 in 5 Americans concerned or afraid of a second wave, second wave of coronavirus. To which the Jewish worker responds with, this dovetails quite nicely with yesterday's stat that 1 in 4 Americans refuse to get vaccinated, even if one is ever released. 20 to 25% of Americans have shit for brains.
Yeah, basically. I think we just need to figure. All we really need is like 52%. That's it. Like fuck the rest of them. I mean, if we can get more, that's great. But stop trying to win 100%. Let's just admit a third of the population. You don't even bother trying to talk to them. They're never going to be on your side.
Yeah.
So go for the people who are with you because, well, they're less important because they're with you, and then go for the people who are in the middle.
I finally agreed with Jacob Rees-Mogg about something.
Okay.
It's a strange day. He said that members of Parliament should go back to Parliament fully and completely to set an example for the rest of the country. And I think that's literally true. If the government are saying to everyone else, you can go back to work now, MPs, why are you not going back to work? Very interesting.
I mean, there are health implications to that, but they could do it with social distancing and other proper practices.
Yeah. Well, there are certain situations, certain jobs where social distancing isn't going to be possible. It's just a fact. There are certain situations where that isn't going to be practical. And being a member of Parliament is sort of one of those. If you're in the chamber and it's more than half full, there's no way you can be 2 meters apart from everyone. It's just not going to happen.
But they could.
So if it's okay for everyone else, the members of Parliament should be the first. Until they are prepared to go back, based on the health implications of it, no one else should be forced to.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking.
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro was on Newsnight. That was a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. It was quite good.
He has an opinion, mostly, or is that why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basically. He's an opinionated, famous man.
Anyway. On Twitter as well.
Yeah. Robert De Niro now on Newsnight saying Trump is a lunatic that people are trying to dance around.
True.
Says people around Trump are being too careful with him. Trump doesn't care about how many people die.
True.
De Niro is absolutely right.
Yep.
And then this slightly strange one, which caught my eye as I was looking through the thread. Young woman there. Robert De Niro may be 76, but as long as he has lips and a tongue that functions, I can still want to sit on his face.
Well, I mean, yes.
Okay. I mean, that's a thing.
What?
That's a thing. Moving on.
Okay.
Joey Salads got banned.
Oh.
Casey Explosion says, pour one out for Joey Salads for being banned from Twitter. And by pour one out, I mean take a piss, because he drank his own piss.
Yeah, he did try to pee in his mouth.
Yeah.
I think he was successful as well.
Yeah. Thoughts line. A little bit of firing back from the thing we talked about earlier. There's a very specific reason I emphasise that YouTubers should not date their fans, but I did not think we would arrive at the sex cult portion of the danger quite so quickly.
That was what set off Pfister, huh?
Yeah, bit of shade.
Yep.
Twitter employees, this is bad for Ola Loomer.
Oh, yes. Shout out to Data Portal.
Indeed. To which I said that they should what do you call it? She'd have to go and handcuff herself to everyone's houses. Just, Oh, yeah, I just thought I'd keep you up to date with how Ben Garrison's doing.
Oh, yes, because we know you all are a big fan of his art. And
fucking mental is
also
the answer.
The efficiency with which he communicates without words.
Yes. He's less is more with Ben, isn't it?
Yeah.
The incredibly kind of racist, weird depiction of Obama. And then you've got Schiffway, Clapper Road, CNN Lane, Page Parkway, Strazok Street, Comey Avenue, and Deep State Drive.
Oh, don't forget Brennan Boulevard.
Dead End. Oh, you're Brennan Boulevard. Just dead end for seemingly no reason. I don't know. What? Because they're trying to push this Obamagate. Did you see the Obamagate thing when he was asked about that, and Trump basically said, but couldn't come up with any actual reasons as to what that is? Like, describe what Obamagate is. You know what he did.
Everybody knows. Like, no, say it out loud. I want to hear you.
Yeah. But Ben Garrison's weird because he thinks Trump's this ultra powerful Superman creature, but yet seems to think that Fauci and Birx have completely taken over.
Right. Isn't that how fascists do, though? The enemy is both.
Are we there yet? In a few months, maybe.
The Gates Foundation on her badge?
Yeah, because again, he's an anti-vaxxer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which we'll get to in just a second. It gets even more mental. But I just love the fact that he thinks Trump's so super fucking powerful and alpha, but yet has been taken over by two nerdy scientists.
Yeah, but the enemy is both incredibly powerful and scary and incompetent and, at the same time.
Yeah. And then there's one more from Ben. They all did it. Again showing that Trump doesn't take any responsibility, even though he's supposedly in power. Now, I don't even know who all of these people are.
All right. So
but you've got Obama, again, slightly racist thing going on there. Hillary, is that Ocasio-Cortez?
Yes, I think so.
But why she got the Yahoo computer thing?
Oh, unless it's the woman who runs Yahoo, whose name I can't remember. Sheryl Sandberg? No, is that a Facebook person? I don't know. I don't do business.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, but it looks kind of like AOC, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Then you've got Pizzagate. Who was the Pizzagate guy again?
I forget.
Yeah. Oh bugger. Anyway, that's him with the pizza, which is a sly little Pizzagate reference. Who is this person?
She's got an L on her necklace and she's holding a plane. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know who that's supposed to be. This is one of the occasions where actually, if you'd given her a name badge, that would have actually helped on this occasion.
Yeah, actually, this one could have used way more text, if I'm honest.
Yeah, like you gave Soros a thing, but I could have told you that was Soros anyway.
Who's the tall guy with the "I'm with her" sign?
That's James Comey, I believe.
God, he's shit at drawing.
He's shit at drawing. There's no way James Comey is 7 feet tall.
No.
And if it wasn't for James Comey and the whole Hillary's emails thing, you'd have still lost.
Trump would have.
Yeah. People seem to forget that. It's as if he was a Hillary shill. Actually, he did a hell of a lot to help Trump. Then you got Soros, of course. Sneaky rich Jewish guy. You know, that's
be a stereotype. Ben, thanks.
Yeah. Is
that John McCain?
It's either John McCain, but John McCain's dead, so that wouldn't make any sense. Or I was thinking possibly Rush Limbaugh.
Right.
But has he said anything anti-Trump?
I don't think so. Also,
and what's with the fire?
Yeah, I know. That's why I kind of thought, is that the McCain thing? But and then he's also got
like he's in hell.
Look at his boots though, or what is it on his foot?
Well, Hillary's got one of them as well.
Yeah, I don't get that either. There's a lot of weird coded things going on here.
Yeah. Then there's Bill Clinton, who I mean, he's taken several pounds. He's taken several pounds off Bill Clinton.
Not for love,
but he's
no
in
money.
his love pants.
Yep, got it.
Okay.
And is that a woman with a tampon?
I think that's a gun. It's a smoking gun.
Okay.
But who she is, I don't know.
It could be a tampon with a string and a windy day.
Yes, it could be. Otherwise, I don't know. But I don't know who she is. Does anyone know who this person is supposed to be? I don't know.
I can't really see the chat. Maybe I'll have a look in the chat, see if the chat can figure out who the woman on the end is.
Who any of these people? Half of them, I don't know who they are.
Apparently, Comey is freakishly tall. The laptop lady is Huma.
No, he is tall, but he's not 7 feet tall.
Huma Abedin.
Who's that?
George, that was her assistant, sorry, who got married to Wiener.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Again, on this occasion, a bit more writing wouldn't have been the end of the world. What's the thing that Hillary's got? What does that say? What the fuck happened?
Oh, that's her book title was like What Actually Happened, or I'll Tell You What Happened.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Oh yeah. By the way, everyone, Jimmy Carr just totally up and quit the quiz, so we can't do that anymore. He's back to like talking about vaginas or something on his channel. So.
He's a noted gynecologist. Absolutely.
Yeah. Wannabe.
Yeah. Yes. Anyway, this was quite nice. Hang on, I'll click on this one.
Okay.
Tommy Lauren, as we know, is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And and so she tweeted out this thing, and she's obviously on the open everything up because I don't have to go to work in a contaminated way. So she says to the pro-eternal shutdown cheerleaders, which is totally a thing. When your favourite government pals start cancelling pride parades, we better not hear a peep out of you.
Yeah,
3 exclamation points.
Muppet. That's already happened.
Yeah. To which Samantha Ruddy, who's one of my new favourite people, says, because this is an amazing phrase, I'm sure you'll get it. I was one of the announcers for the NYC Pride Parade, and when it got cancelled, which by the way was weeks ago, we said, okay, and dealt with it like fucking grown-ups because we care about our community. Sorry you can't go to your gun gender reveal or whatever it is you're upset about.
Nice. Oh, very nice.
I quite like that gun gender reveal. I'd go to that.
Okay.
I'd go to a gun gender reveal.
Got some information from the chat. Apparently the boots are QAnon shorthand for secret arrests and concealed ankle bracelet tracker things. Because of course he's QAnon.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I still don't know why he likes Trump, because Trump banned him from the White House thing that he was invited to for being anti-Semitic. So Trump's in with the deep state, isn't he now?
Yeah, but of course, you know how these anti-Semites go. If you give them a slight wink and a nod, they'll go, oh, okay, I get it. This is just a publicity thing, but you're really with us.
Yeah.
Because he is.
Keir Starmer wrote Boris Johnson directly lied to the House of Commons today during the Prime Minister's questions. The writing's very small, but basically Keir Starmer stated a British government policy from the 12th of March. Your man Johnson stood up and said, no, that wasn't the case. And then he literally quoted it in this letter where the government had said precisely that. And then so he had to write to the Prime Minister to inform him of his. They have to be very specific with this. They have to say like, you may have inadvertently misled the House.
Yeah, they have to be polite as opposed to saying,
you're
lying shitbag.
Yeah, you will be kicked. You will be, well, firstly, you will be asked to withdraw the accusation if you say someone's lied.
Mm-hmm.
And the same is true if you say they're drunk. You have to say they're overtired. Yeah, because it's a slander. You can't do it.
Right.
You can't do it. So anyway, but basically Boris Johnson is a liar.
Hey, some good news.
Yeah, R.I.P. Steve. He's been destroyed. As we know, TJ destroyed him so bad that he's now got 100k.
Yes.
And all I'll say is I hope they absolutely wreck him to 1 million.
Yes. Congratulations, Steve. I saw the video today and
Yeah.
tweeted it out. I didn't see this tweet. Usually it's because of the time differences. You know, there's like a 7 or 8 hour lag, so I sometimes miss things. But yeah, Kevin and I got a mention in there, which I wasn't expecting. But yes, congratulations. It's well earned. I don't know of anybody who works harder on what they do on YouTube than Steve.
He's got several series that are just fucking excellent.
Yes.
The Steve and Stuffy ones are really good. The Whirlpool videos are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I used to like the Atheist Reads, but he doesn't do it anymore.
Yeah, I think, you do those for a couple of years and then you want to do something else, right? I mean, we get that.
When he does Star Trek stuff, and I kind of feel like I might have to destroy him. Do you know what I mean?
He's too good.
Yeah, by the way, TJ, if you want to destroy me, mate, by all means.
Yeah, do a video on us.
Have at it. Anyway, so yeah, that's my bookmarks done.
Nice. Okay, end on a positive.
Yes.
Well, I think we're out of. His Trek cartoons are so funny. Have you seen in the YouTube stream? Okay, so in the YouTube subscription feed, they'll sometimes have stories, and Steve will post little Star Trek, little like scenarios with action figures, I think, and he gives them dialogue. And there was just one time when Picard came in and said something, they got something completely wrong, and he had Riker saying, "No, read the room, shithead." And I just, I loved it so much. For some reason, that one line slayed me, which is what Community does on a regular basis. Since we don't really have any more, I finally discovered Community, and
well,
as you know, yeah,
you're as bad at getting TV shows as I am.
Yeah, it took you a while to get to Rick and Morty. It took me even longer to get to Community. But that said, I have a terrible prejudice against American sitcoms.
You do, and black people.
No, just the sitcoms.
Is it any wonder that Donald Glover's in that show?
Yeah, he's amazing. So anyway, it's I can give it no higher compliment than to say it's the most British. Oh, I haven't shared my screen with you, but it's okay. The most British American show I've ever seen in my life. It is like
it is very good. Well, and I'm having mentioned Donald Glover and American sitcoms that are good. Well, is it a sitcom? It's a comedy drama. The show Atlanta that Donald Glover does is fucking incredible.
I can only do one thing at a time, so I'll have to get back to that afterwards.
It's a very different feel. It's much more serious in many respects, but it's really funny. Some of the pathos in it is brilliant. His acting, he's grown as an actor since his days with kind of more. He does more kind of not slapstick, but kind of goofy comedy acting or whatever in that show. Whereas in this, is like a real person acting with just absolute incredulity at the world around him.
The character he gets in Community definitely grows over time, but it started off pretty two-dimensional. I mean, I'm only on episode 16 of season 1.
To be fair, a lot of shows do that because it's difficult to get like a well-rounded view of someone from 8 shows or whatever.
Have you watched Firefly? I mean, okay, Joss Whedon is a little bit hard to compare anybody's writing to Joss Whedon's, but with Firefly, he just drops you into 8 completely well-developed, deep characters that, I don't know. I mean, great writers can maybe do it, And also, he wasn't writing, Joss Whedon wasn't writing comedy, he was writing more of a drama, action, thriller, western thing. So I guess that too changes context. But anyway, Community. Very, very funny.
And Hummels.
Our sponsor, and also fans. We're fans of Matt's Hummels here on this show, as you know.
We
big,
are.
Big
Kristi's
fan of the Hummels.
Big fan of the Bayern Munich centre half, Matt's Hummels. That's a thing.
Oh,
can you even remember how that got started?
The Hummels thing?
Yeah.
Because we had a misunderstanding over Hummel.
Yeah, no, but why did I mention Hummels in the first place?
No, don't remember.
Yeah. No, it was just weird. I was going through some old pictures.
Oh yes,
that I'd used in videos and stuff.
That was
and I just had a random picture of Matt Sommels, and I was like, "What the fuck was I? Did I ever use this in? Why did I download a picture of Matt Sommels? This is really strange."
And then I tried to explain. Maybe you mistook the Hummels for Hummels, and you had no idea what I was saying.
I didn't know what the little porcelain shitheads are. No.
No. And now they sponsor our show. Not really.
Now they sponsor our show, and they know that me calling them shitheads is ironic and therefore good for their brand. So.
I think that's the end of things, right? For this show.
Basically, yes.
Oh, okay. Apparently, Kevy's back in Dortmund.
Oh, is he? Apologies. To be honest, because I've been out of the sport loop for the last couple of months. My brain's gone mad. He's back in Dortmund.
Out. The sport loop itself is just
like all good German players.
Yeah.
He plays well, gains a name for himself, gets bought by Bayern Munich, and then when he gets shit, goes back to the club he started at. It's a story as old as time itself.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
True as any Hummel.
Let it go, Krista. That's a different thing.
Yeah, but I like the segue. It was good.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyone who's nerdy or just wants to listen to some D&D like background noise as you fall asleep, I'm going to be starting my D&D game, I guess, in about an hour and a half or so. Yeah, so 90 minutes from now, which gives me a little off-air time with Kev before I do that. So
yeah. And if you go to that, you may see me turn up at like 2 a.m. and type the word penis.
Yeah, and let's hope that you are like one of the only people who comes and reads our chat at 2 a.m. I don't want Coach Redfield to keep showing up randomly.
Yeah, the thirsty Chilean showed up. He showed up in last week's thingy-majig you did, and then with this last show we did, he turned up.
I know. I don't know
blocked.
Why. Did he? I didn't see that.
Someone kicked you out, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I was just watching the show.
Because they're like, well, he's a little Nazi prick. Fuck him.
Yeah. I mean, I can declare, like, he hasn't been in my DMs, like, going, why was I blocked from your show? Maybe he got kicked off Twitter. I don't know. Who knows? I don't follow his dramas. Yeah.
Maybe it's senility.
Possibly. And on that bombshell, yeah. I'm sure we'll do a show, but before or around the weekend. I'm sure more
maybe
completely implausible things that will make us just shake our heads will happen between now and then.
Yeah.
And of course, you guys do tag us in. If I have already something in my bookmarks, I will thank you and tell you that I have it already. But I still appreciate you guys having our backs. So if there's anything particularly weird, let us know.
Well, I know I
not
know
Kevin, because he'll just yell at you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sport is coming back. The Bundesliga, the German league, is back.
Oh,
it's be back,
right, yeah. But without fans. The ghost leagues or ghost games, right?
Yeah, but have you seen what they've done in the opening games between the two of the most Germanically named teams, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Eintracht Frankfurt. Very nice, very nice. What they've done in the stadium is that they asked they were going to put 2 different pictures on each of the seats to make it look like there was a crowd there, so it looked weird. Right, but what they did is they put the 2 up there as like a thing, and then fans started sending them in. So all of the fans that wanted to attend will have their pictures on one of the seats, which is, I think that's quite nice. That's quite beautiful in a way.
Yeah, they're trying.
It's also a massive waste of paper, really, but it's also quite a nice community thing that spontaneously occurred, and that's nice. And it won't look as empty, although it will still be. You'll still be able to hear, one of the players fart.
Yes, you'll have a weird echo. So, will you be watching the match?
Yeah, I'm jonesing like a motherfucker. Yes.
And when is it?
The 20th, I think.
Oh, okay. So not
it's
even
like
this week. Okay, they're still giving it time.
Well, to be fair, they've only just got back to training.
That's true. I need to go do all that first. Well,
indeed, they do. Mats Hummels does. He's an old man now. He needs to stretch and stuff.
He needs to do his warm ups and his warm downs.
Indeed. And Matt, if you're listening, I will happily give you physiotherapy.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'll wank you off. So, what else?
You'll be relaxed afterwards. And a little chafed.
Exactly, yeah.
A little bit chafed, but,
Exactly, because I do not go loose grip.
You go fast.
You will know I was there.
Fast and tight. Nice. So, with the picture, mental image of Kevin tossing someone off the ballot, bollocks, off the ballot.
Yes, indeed.
Anyway,
yeah.
So it'll be a high-class show as ever.
As always, yes.
As always.
Thank you to people in the chat for all of your comments. I don't know if I could be bothered to do something like a quiz. Maybe we could do, because the quizzes were fun and they're interactive and it's kind of fun to do that. So maybe, I don't know. I won't overpromise because I'm also really lazy. But thank you for people in the chat. Thank you guys for turning up. Thank you as ever to my co-host for being witty and funny and making the evening more pleasant to be with, to spend. So yeah, goodbye from me. And goodbye from Hummel's loving Kev. Say goodbye. I love Matt Hummels. Kevin?
I don't know that I want to say that.
Okay.
Because he's a German World Cup winner and I feel like I might lose my passport.
How about I greatly admire parts of Matt Hummel's career, Kevin.
I greatly admire parts of Matt Hummel's career, Kevin. That's just that's a fucking weird sentence. I mean, it is literally true as well, but I mean, it's just strange.
I crafted it so it would be legally, defensible.
Exactly, yeah. No court in the land could convict.
Okay, I have to end this stream now. Yes, this is a comedy show. The opinions on here are meant for entertainment. All right. Catch you guys later.
Penis.